everyone, it's Rachel. In today's tutorial, I'll teach you how to draw realistic teeth using the Color Therapy app. In order to color realistic teeth, keep in mind that teeth are not bright white. Shades of gray, yellow, red, and brown can be used for subtle shadows to capture realism. Okay, so before I got started, I looked for a reference that was similar to what I was working on. So you can see here, the teeth have a lot of different colors. So there's gray, there's yellow, brown, red, and bright white for the highlights. So we're going to try to use this as a reference to capture its realism. So in this tutorial, we'll just focus on shading the teeth. And you can see I've already colored in and shaded the lips and the cherries. So let's go ahead and just zoom in there real close. Open up the Shades of Gray palette, set that to solid, and select the second lightest color and just tap to fill that in. And now under the Skin Shades palette, I'm going to use on the top row the 6th color over, so it's sort of a beige color. And now open up the Airbrush tool, set the opacity to about 35 and the size to 45. Make sure that coloring inside the lines mode is set to on. And what you'll do now is just go ahead and basically trace those teeth, and I'm sort of kind of just doing a quick swipe around the lines of the teeth, just sort of outlining them. And we're using that skin tone because it's going to be reflecting the skin shade and the flesh. Now in the Skin Shades palette, select the second darkest brown. We're going to do the same thing and just outline the teeth again. Mostly going to focus on that top area though, where the lips are going to overlap where the teeth are. Same with on the bottom layer. And I might add just like a few more layers on top of that. It's okay if it looks pretty dark. We'll be able to lighten that up and blend it soon. Now set the size to 1 and the opacity at 30. Now under the Christmas palette, I'm going to be using this really deep, dark, reddish brown and zooming into your teeth at a very slight shadow with that red. And I'm kind of just like outlining the teeth. You want to focus more on the top of those teeth where the lips meet them. And you can kind of just follow that line downward. Now let's use the smear tool. Let's do size 40 and intensity at 45. And we're just going to begin to blend the teeth in vertically. So just push up the color and you can pull it down too until it starts to look really smooth and blend it in. And apply that to all the teeth. Now let's add in some highlights. So select white and set the size all the way to 1 and opacity at 100%. And I'm looking at my reference to see how the highlights hit the teeth. And so there's going to be some kind of squiggly lines on the bottom of the teeth like this. I'm just scribbling, and then maybe a straight line here and a few dots next to that, and same on the other sides. And the more little dots you add, the more shiny it will look and wet. And you can apply that to your lower teeth as well. And then select your smear tool one last time, and you can begin to smear and blend the highlights. You can pull some of them up and some of them downward. Check out my other tutorials on how to color lips and skin. If you'd like to see more tutorials like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Color Therapy YouTube channel so you don't miss any new tutorial videos. Thanks for watching our tutorial. You can get the Color Therapy app for free on the App Store.